Bonjour, hi, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Welcome to the stream. I'm Frank Boucher, your host, and today with me I have my friend in the top right corner, in the clouds. Jason Hen is with me.
Hi everyone. I'm in the clouds now today.
Yeah, and the clouds are moving, though it's not great yet. Like it's pixelated. I was going for that look, but I want something a little bit more smooth. I need to spend more time, but
something that draws the focus away from me and my sleepy face would be perfect.
But it's cool because I put moving stuff in front of you and behind you.
I like it. I love it actually. It looks great. I'm not pixelated this week.
I think
what a fantastic surprise for a Friday morning, Frank.
Yeah, and I think fixed the problem with the butt. So let me just do a little. We need to start the thing. So start, and the project is Triavia. Oh, I didn't check. Hopefully it works. You know what? Let's open another page. And let's open the debugger. And let's do it again. Because I did change a lot of stuff, but without testing. It's always good, huh? It's always a good idea.
That's how I do it when I do my stream. I just
change
push a bunch
tons of stuff. Yeah.
Push a bunch of buttons, and then go for it.
User sessions. Cool, so the best high score work, but it's also why it's doubled. Oh, because when I put the I need to fix that.
Does drop work?
Yeah, drop should work. Yep.
Go.
I just need to fix best score.
I feel good about this one.
Yeah, but
nope. Yeah, maybe.
I may.
Yep. 1 for 1.
Good. Yay! So if I go here and I search, there it is. So it's best I score.
Got another one in the lead pile. I missed what it is you what are we doing right now? You're adjusting your bot?
Yeah, that's the sorry. So one of the problem I had was if I ask for the statistics or the scores, let's say I do for the scores, it was showing everybody who ever play. But I only wanted people who played today.
Yeah.
So, but I want to keep the best score of today and the best score for the month. So what I did here, let me zoom a little bit my code. So what I did here is I had the best high score. I won't keep track of when that best score happened. But so high score is high score of the day. I was trying to not change too much code.
Yeah.
So high score is high score of the day, and best high score is kind of your best high score
Of all time.
Of the month, because I will reset every month.
Of the month, okay. So the high score, is not the high score. Got it.
Oh, it is high score, but it's high score of the day. Is it a typo? Yeah. No, just high score is not high. Yeah. Hello, Sam UK. Some.
You got a T in there. I think is what Smab UK is talking about on line 19.
Oh yeah, well I have a T everywhere. Ah, damn it. Should I change it right now?
Sorry. Is that a typo? Is that just like the way you used it throughout?
Yeah, this is how I wrote it. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. This is where my instinct is do like a search and replace, but I've been burned on that too many times.
Okay, so now I did it. The problem is we will need to reload the stuff, and I'm just not sure which one it takes for the reload. So
Which one?
yeah, when I do a start, like when I type start to start the stream and start recording and stuff like that, I type this command. So let's search for stream node starts in the CloudBot page. So load from file, project name, and it's false. So which file I'm taking? So load from file. So I think it will load from the 0. So I'm calling load from file on the server side. So let's go on server side. And okay, I'm loading stream session is the one I'm looking for. Also, maybe I even not load the good one.
These files are local? JSON
Yep.
files?
So now I need to change this. Boom. And I need to change this. Boom. So not good. Save that. And everything should have been refreshed. So here I see my I'm running a thing that the cloudies show me. Every time I change, it kind of reload. Forgot where it was. In settings? Nope. In VS Code settings? Nope. I thought it was here.
Say again what you're trying to do?
Like I was just trying to explain what's happening. The cloudies, they told me how to have the project. It's a node, and every time I change something, it kind of recompile or reset the whatever. But I forgot. I forgot what it is. You use. I have it, but sometimes it's not working great. And now I have this extension also just behind JSON head. That's Antidote. It's a very, 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 very good grammar check. Like it's really advanced in French, and now it supports English, but it's more grammar. I forgot what it is.
I feel like your trouble's not always typos. It's translation between French and English. Sometimes there's just different spellings. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Different
it's possible.
Spellings, different pronunciations, interstitials. Some words are just more difficult
I'm not
to
even
say.
trying to say that word today. Okay, so let's refresh the CloudBot. Whoop. Here on the stream. So let's do properties and refresh.
Do one more before you fix it.
Oh, too late. It's already fixed it.
Oh.
Yay!
Okay, so now if I do exclamation point start Triavia. So now this is my wow, I'm only zoom at 200%. Can I zoom this part? Yeah. Okay. So I'm checking in the code what was happening, and when I did the load, so there's like I do on purpose a lot of verbose logs. So it load my session, and I have like 0 cheer right now, no date time because it's a new file and things like that. And user session are my session, so it's 8. So I think it's not. The other day I fixed something. So when right now I have 2 sessions. I have like the one in the browser and the one that run inside my OBS. So because of that, it was conflicting. So I add them an identity, an ID. Here we can see it. It's ID 0.
I see.
So when they create the file, but I'm always reloading the one without numbers. So I'm not sure it's like, we'll probably need to fix that. But
And that array gets created
from the file.
When someone drops though, like how do they get into that array?
Yeah, if they play the game, they get there.
They just play it once.
Yeah. So now if this I score 0 and I score 0, but I was Fragbird, so
yeah.
So Fragbird, it's normal. So best I score 9.51 and I score cool. So look like it's working. So we can shut this thing.
Ooh.
And I fixed the yay bot too. Oh, you're.
What was wrong with Yaybot?
Yeah, so when you land, CB is showing and saying yay. And the animated GIF didn't have a transparent background, so I fixed that.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Can I do the yay? Not sure. Let's try.
Yay!
Yeah, it doesn't show CB. Oh, I can show it here. So I did that.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I was about to do something.
CB. It's CloudBot.
Yeah, I didn't have any name.
Does it have a name?
No.
Is it just CB?
Like it's one of the tasks to find it and to find a name for it. So right now I'm calling CEEBEE. So it's CB. I was created by. I should have put his name. I forgot. That was. It's one of the live coders. Oh no! Wait, is he? Yeah, I think he is one.
What is the design?
The design? No. So the designer is not part of the CloudBot, the live coders, but he did also graphic for another CloudBot. I think it's Wolf Scent or Scent Wolf. I forgot his name. He referred to me, this guy, and I explained. Okay, I want a cloud with a face, but I want it like a robot.
So that's what we got here. This is the robot cloud.
Like we have different variation, and that's what we end up with. And after that, I say, you know what? Like, could you make it like just like the body and give me a few ends, and then I will compose stuff. But that's the first one. He gave it to me. So
can, like, get the hands to move.
Yeah, like I have a different set of hands, like open, fingers, thumbs up, finger cross. So I could do different emotion. And I want to do I want to animate at some point the eyes and make him talk. But there's a thing called time, and I have a lot of issues binding it to my.
And also, I was just thinking like that kind of stuff is perfect for what was that tool we were making? You made the learn luggage video.
Yeah, well, that's how I did. That's how I do the.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah.
But today
we focus on Triavia.
Yeah, Triavia.
I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I only have a cold cup here. Bring me one.
Yeah, mine is ice cold too. That's the problem.
I will chat with the Cloudies while you're gone. So how was your week, Cloudies? How are you? Like, I was kind of busy fixing a bunch of stuff, so I didn't pay attention. Sorry about that. How everybody's is going? How are you today? How was your week? I need to fix JSON thing also. Can I go a little bit up like this, maybe? Still see a lot of his stuff. Well, that looked better. Oh, no, it doesn't.
I'm black and white now.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to
You can I'll try to stay put if you want to like cut off, trim, like crop the sides off for those dark spots on the green screen.
yeah, I could trim it a little bit.
Good morning and hello to everybody in chat. Some of you we saw last week for sure. Good to see you again.
So let's cut a little bit from the left. Let's go for Bonjour. Hi. Bonjour. Who was it? It was GT Sum.
GT Sum's gonna get in the laves.
Strangely, see, the new bot now is jumping around.
Oh yeah, much cooler.
Then the black square and just like.
Professional now.
It's always a question of how much time do you have, or do you want to spend on it?
Just yeah. My minute by minute struggle. This looks promising too.
So I think that
I might create data diagram.
there it
How far
is.
did we get?
Okay,
How far did
so
we get
now
on
like
the data?
your gray section on the board
Yeah,
just disappear.
Yay!
a little housekeeping in the cloud.
Yeah,
Looks great.
watching me. Okay, so now if we look the scores, do we have just so just today's player, right? Okay, so let's focus.
So
That's a hard thing today, focusing.
Well, I was just looking at our project, our board in GitHub, and the only thing we have in progress is create a data diagram, which is what we did last week.
Yep.
But I don't remember. I don't think we were done. So I think it's just a matter of getting back on that, right?
No,
We also did. What else did we do? We linked it up to Get Kraken.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, and we started the project. Created data diagram is in progress.
Yes.
But yeah. Well, I should play the game too, right? But
what was the tool you used to do the data diagram? Excuse me. To draw that up.
Draw.io.
Draw.io. That's right.
Yay!
Did I land? Oh, did you see? I never noticed. Did you see the leaves are popping up when you land? I never noticed.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think it was in my Google Drive though.
I remember you had trouble like connecting to one of your drives when we were doing this.
Yeah. Okay, so let's close that. Let's change storage. There it is.
Got it.
I feel for just goofing around today. I don't want to work.
Friday. It's Friday.
Oh man. And it's a focus day.
It's focus day. It's Friday. It's been a long week.
It's a yeah. Yeah. Yesterday was long. I was gathering bunch of statistics. I need to automate that thing. It was way too long.
Yeah, that's my goal too, is to get some things that just take forever automated a little bit. But yeah, also yesterday was just like a real work-wise for me. You know, like I haven't sat down and just wrote my thoughts down like in a doc in a while.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many pages you started on that one thing we were working on together. It was like 2 or 3 pages.
Yeah.
You want to take a guess how many pages there are now?
A lot more.
It's in the teens, Frank.
Oh boy.
Couldn't stop.
Well, that's fine. We'll have a look
anyway,
today.
What I'm saying is like that, even that type of work, like just getting away from our usual stuff and like working on something else for like a long time is that I have, you know, like really get your brain going.
Yeah.
Love that. That's like the flow I think I'm always after, but then I'm just wiped out.
Yesterday I was trying to get some analytics numbers from the content we did.
Bonjour. Hi.
Hey. Yay! Sorry, like it's not fun to be in lockdown, but join the club. We are in lockdown.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
sorry to
work?
hear all the things happening in France right now.
Yeah.
But welcome. Good to see you here.
Beladas. Yeah, it's true. I've been seeing you on All Around Azure stream, but I think it's been a while since I saw you here. I'm not sure. But don't take it personally. I was just saying today, my brain is still in like it refused to be efficient. So we'll have a hard time later today because I'm supposed to be achieving a lot. Okay, so let's get into it. So we have a few stuff here, and I'm wondering, should we just try to do something? I mean,
I think, yeah, I'm ready to get hands-on and do something. Like we've thought about it for the past 2 weeks. Not that shouldn't take that long. I mean, there's a lot to think through, but I'm kind of anxious to, take what we did last week and make some of this stuff come to life in Cosmos or wherever we were thinking.
Yeah, so I was thinking we could start working a little bit on, like, have a basic interface. Yep, your stream are scheduled where I am in my work hours, so yeah, only watch the Microsoft Developer stream. Okay. Yeah, because they are later, so you're back home or like you're back in off time. Hello, Fees Tree. Or Fees. Feezy? I'm assuming it's Feezy, right? Festry? I don't know. Because we could create... We'll need two kind of interface. And my issue right now where I'm struggling is I was tempted to do it in JavaScript. Though I have no clue how to do it, and I think we should do it in wow.
Did we have can we pull up our whiteboard? Did we have some ideas about what we were going to write this in? Because I thought we had a few things we were thinking. I remember us talking about TypeScript too.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to. I don't think... Yeah, TypeScript, the tech.
TypeScript, yeah, because it made me some Node, but...
Oh, I could open the whiteboard. Just Fees? Okay. Welcome to the cloud. But now there's just Jason in the cloud. I need to add more. I want to be also in the cloud. I want everything to be in the cloud. Now I'm in a pile of leaves.
Yeah, so TypeScript. I mean, I think we had also mentioned things like Blazor.
Well, if we do that, that's C#.
Right, and I think that's why we decided not to go down that path.
Well, I think it will be...
Just remembering our conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, TypeScript, JavaScript, that sounds good to me. I mean, that's...
Okay, so today we could...
I think we might get, a lot more people helping.
Yeah, so today we could kind of forget Triavia and just mess around with TypeScript just to see. Like, depending on how fast we get comfortable, then we create some interface. Because the first thing we'll need is an admin interface, because we want to create the question, like we want to fill up the database.
Right.
Though we could work in a Excel JSON document and just import that too. But like at some point we want an interface to be able to like if there's a typo, we want to change it or whatever.
Right. No, I think that's makes the most sense for me.
So the backend anyway will have some kind of
something
API or whatever, and then like the front end will be my chat keep pausing. I don't know why. So yeah, so let's find a 101. Let's get started with TypeScript.
Yeah, I was just looking through Learn modules.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Coming up.
Welcome back, Frank. Not sure there's something about...
I don't see anything specific to TypeScript on Learn.
But though it is Microsoft. TypeScript tutorial with Visual Studio Code. Let's try to do that.
I was gonna say, is there an extension we should be looking for also?
Probably.
VS Code?
Probably.
I don't see a learn module on just TypeScript, which is surprising, actually.
No.
You don't think so?
No. So TypeScript is a type sub. It's because it's a superset of JavaScript. It offers class modules and interface to help you build
Bonjour.
robust component. Fragbird is in the house. Have you ever seen Mark Code Rush stream?
You talking to me?
Yep.
I don't think so.
He does crazy stuff in the interface, and like he's just a magician of like UI, and like he's doing everything in C#. And he got like a few animation when regulars are coming to the stream, where like things are happening crazy and things.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yeah,
I thought it was
feel like
Fragbird who land, but nope, it's GTSum.
Whoa, that's a good one.
JetSum. Well, JetSum has a nice animation on Code Rush. I think it's a jet. That's how I knew it was not GTSum, but JetSum. Like you see like a big jet passing through the screen, and like a bunch of animation. Shirley Dev has some pumpkin stuff, whatever.
Yeah. Wait a second. Now you can collide with other people. I don't remember it being like that. I didn't know you pushed other people around when you ran into them.
Yay! Yay!
Or maybe
That's a
they were
really
just like, I don't know.
Yeah. No,
They
they
were
actually
since they were
bounced
going
off each
slow.
other.
They looked like they were sticking together.
Well, they definitely bounced off each other.
Well, the luck seems better balanced today. I don't know if it's because it's the end of the month or what, but
It's not rigged today.
it's just like everyone is landing. Okay, so just one sec.
I
Okay.
feel like I ought to be doing the exact same thing you're doing on my end, just so we're in sync here.
Okay.
So give me a second here.
So you know what? I will share that. Oh, you know what? Let's do better than that. Let's do note, and we'll say tutorial, and we'll add some to-dos.
Into our, oh, I see, into your to-dos. Any of those suitable for the main to-do, like our project board in GitHub?
Oh yeah,
Should
we
we
should.
learn TypeScript a to-do over there? It feels like a long, it's
like
kind of a
maybe in
long
the
thing.
project, but not as an issue. But yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah, just as a to-do. But, learn TypeScript is a little...
it's not like it's for us, but like nobody else need that.
We're going to learn TypeScript today.
Learn is a big
Man,
word, but you know.
I really crushed my to-do list today. Frank taught me TypeScript in 2.5 hours.
I'm a master now.
I think I can go back to bed now.
We're not in the Matrix. I know Kung Fu. Start TypeScript tutorial. Cool. So I need to add a reminder so CB can remind me like every 15 minutes or something about entering times. The time log?
You have to add your timestamps to
Yeah.
the log?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. So here's the tutorial. So install the TypeScript compiler. So to do that, we need to do the npm TypeScript. So we'll just open a new tab here, a new terminal.
You do it in terminal or you do it in VS Code?
Well,
like
those
PowerShell?
are terminal command, that's why, but soon after I will go in the terminal in VS Code.
Mm-hmm.
So this is npm. Well, like, do you have npm installed? Maybe you.
I don't know. I don't know that I would have. I don't think so, but I'm checking. No, doesn't look like it.
In fact, the other day I start watching on Channel 9 the series that our friends did about learning JavaScript. And
Yeah.
look at that. And they explain how to install Node with a Node version control thing. I forgot what it is.
Oh, so it's like you were pre-set up for all the bells and whistles.
It's just that when you install, like the reflex is to go on their website and download it. But if you do that, then it becomes harder when you change version or something like that. And Johan, I think maybe it's not that one. Maybe it was building your toolbox. Maybe it's that one. Let's mute it. I default to get most of my compiler support via SVI code when I can. Yeah. But
NVM Windows, huh? Is that a package manager?
NVM, yeah,
Okay.
so you need to install NVM. That's the thing. So how did we install NVM? I forgot. I don't have that, but it's better. So if you don't,
Yeah.
I think he will.
Let's pull it up and take a look. GitHub, what was it?
Oh, they did a GitHub stuff. Cool. I'm assuming installing toolkit. It will be here. Those will go set on development environment directly on Windows. Yeah. So I think what we need, it's here, and you know what? I will add the repo to the show notes.
So don't. I went to the NVM Windows repository, and there's a download there.
Yeah.
Is that not what we want?
Yes, this is what you want.
Okay. Open download now link. Yeah. Okay. And I guess I need the zipped NVM setup. Okay. I think it's the third one down. Or at least that's
the
the one I did.
setup.
Yeah. Alright, got it.
Or just install via... Oh, okay, so that's what you mean via SamUK. So just install it. The reason why Johan was mentioning that using the NVM is when you change a lot of version. I don't know if you are a TypeScript or a Node developer. It was mentioning that it's easier and like when you deploy or like have stuff that run in a process, then you don't have permission restriction. That's why he suggests to use the NVM stuff.
Now, these instructions you're talking about using PowerShell, do you have to use PowerShell for all of this stuff since it's TypeScript?
No, you could, if you look inside the repo, you could also install it if you prefer in your WSL2 or
okay.
Linux or whatever.
Well, I'm just going to do whatever it is that you're going to be doing, so we're on the same page, but I was just curious. I don't do much with PowerShell. I've got that installed though, so I think I'm ready to move on to step 5. Open PowerShell terminal. Except I don't have PowerShell on my terminal anymore.
So now you need to do nvm install node.
So
Because
Node's already on
nvm
here.
is the
I just need to
version
do the
control.
latest.
Sorry?
Right. Yeah, I had Node already, so it looks like nvm install latest. It'll bring me current. Yeah.
Node.js VM00 is only available on 32 bits.
You didn't have Node installed?
Yeah, I had Node,
Oh, okay.
but
Well, I just did install instead of Node, make it latest, and that.
So what does it install?
It brought me up to npm version 7.0.3.
Maybe you want the LTS version?
Well, go to the link that you sent me, the one that set up your Node.js development environment directly on Windows.
Yeah.
Go open that tab, and then where did it go? Didn't you have it open? No, not this one.
That one? The set up your Node development environment directly on Windows?
It's actually on Docs. It was one of the links that you shared that points to docs.microsoft. Yeah. Right. So that one, if you scroll down to like step 7 actually, and it says six nvm install latest.
Yeah.
That's what I just did.
Okay, let's try to do a nvm list to see what I have.
Right.
I have 10, 15, 3.
Okay. I had, when I ran it, 12.16.3, but then I did nvm install latest, which is the thing it says in step 6.
Yeah, I'm just not sure I want the latest.
Oh, I see.
You want the LTS, the long time support, I think? So apparently right now the LTS would be 14.15.0.
Mm-hmm. I assume that's just a matter of like specifying the
I don't know. That's how.
release number.
Yeah. So
NVM
npm install and you type the version you want. So nvm install and then that version.
Okay. Looks like I'm in the same place you are.
Cool. So now if I'm doing again the nvm list, now I have the 2. It's not using the latest. So I'm assuming we need to set the version. So nvm use and then voila. So now if I do a list again, now it's using 14.
Yep, same.
What same?
Same for me. I just did the same process and moved.
Okay, so now you're
version,
using
so.
14.15.0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 3 versions on my machine. I have 15.0.1, 14.15, and 12.16. And currently, I'm using for 14.15.0, just like you.
Okay, cool. So now, back to TypeScript stuff. We need, although, yeah, I'm assuming you have npm, if you already had Node. So now you could just npm install, the J is for global.
Okay. Alrighty. Added 1 package. I'm good there now.
I'm downloading. Okay. So now we could check the version by doing tsc version. So that's, I'm assuming we're calling now TypeScript. So we want to know which version of TypeScript we have locally.
Right.
I have version 4.05.
Yeah, same.
Cool. Any TypeScript dev in the chat? So I should have changed my title for Learning TypeScript. I will have probably like tons of people to help us.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Stream info. It says it's updated, but I don't see the change on my page. Maybe I need to refresh, but I won't do it right now. Okay, so now we need to go and start coding a little bit. So I will be moving in my local, on my temp folder, since it will be crap stuff. And oh, that's interesting. So we make a directory, so with mkdir and then whatever. So we'll do ts demo for me. Now we will move into that thing. My version is very old. Shows how last. Which one it was? Version 2.0. Okay, so did you create? Are you already?
I'm following along with you. I'm ready to open code now.
Okay, so code and the dot means it will open. Visual Studio Code has a folder with a workspace, I think they call that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's just a folder. A workspace is something else. And now we can create a file called hello words. What?
I was just reading some ABUKs. It said 2.5 is the
I was
version
not
now.
far. I was not far. So save the file. We'll call it hello word ts. That's better now. 405. Oh, of TypeScript? Yeah, somehow I assumed it was the Node version. That's why I was like, you know, from 14 to 2, that was a long jump. But from 2 to 4, it's not that bad. Okay, so now following the code, you will notice TypeScript word let and string type declaration. Okay, so if I do let
Frank,
message.
can you scroll up just a little further? Your head's blocking some of that syntax.
Sorry. Yeah, I could do something like this and that. You're hiding my syntax and I'm not complaining. What are you talking about?
I know, I was just thinking that. You can take me away for a minute if you want.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
Who has the power?
You asked for it, right? So let message. Oh, that's new. The colon. How do you call it? Semicolon.
Colon. Mhm.
Colon.
What's new about it?
Well, like I'm not used to have those things over there.
Oh, to using a colon? I see.
In a declaration, so that's
Mhm.
that's not kind of like JavaScript.
And semicolons at the end too, right? That's not how C# works? Is it?
C# and JavaScript. Though in
Oh, really?
JavaScript, apparently it's optional, but I really prefer having my semicolon at the end. It's how you end a line for the compiler and just say, okay, this is the end of the instruction. So right now we are declaring a variable of type string, and
Python's the one that doesn't do that, right? Like it doesn't use anything at the end.
I don't know yet Python, but I will need to learn it a little bit.
I think that's yeah, like one obvious difference between them two.
One of my the mentees want to learn it, so I should practice a little to follow. Okay.
You just got to stay one lesson plan ahead.
Yeah,
Whoever you're
exactly.
teaching.
Well, like, you know, I've been coding a lot. Like, it's my first time I'm typing any TypeScript today, but like I still can read it and understand what's happening, right?
This is literally line 1 and line 2 of my very first TypeScript.
High five.
I've never had the need to do it.
Ah.
So this is great.
So to compile TypeScript code, you can open the terminal and type tsc and the file. That should generate a GS file. So we could open the terminal. And then you type.
Jason Web Dev says we're in for a ride, Frank. Strap in.
Yeah. Well, that's the point. I did I did the chatbot, right, in JavaScript because I didn't know JavaScript. Well, it's not true. Like, I didn't code for like 15 years in JavaScript. And so that's why it was kind of painful, and what I was missing the most was the types. Having hard types and stuff like that, that I felt that it was hard. So that's why I was looking for TypeScript, but I didn't want to change, like I don't want to like rewrite all the chatbot because it was already done. So that's why like this project is kind of cool. So, you know. Mm-hmm. But I think I agree. Like, I think I prefer not going back to JavaScript, though. You know. Okay, so TSC, and then the name of the file. Do we have IntelliSense here? Yeah. Okay. So now I have a new file.
You run that, and that creates a JavaScript. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Inside that JavaScript, are we going to open that up?
So we could do now node, and then the file, and then just say the message. That's cool.
Okay. That makes sense.
Right. So now we can create a
Okay, so we're good here. We learned TypeScript. You can check that off your to-do list.
I wish it was that simple, right? You do that. Yeah, okay, now I know it.
Well, I'm not gonna not tell people that I'm a TypeScript developer now.
Oh, definitely not. You know what? I start thinking about learning it. It's kind of two-level of abstraction,
I just did a hello world. I'm gonna go update my LinkedIn profile. Hang on one sec. Exactly.
No, don't do that.
Actually, I'm not going to, because the problem I've found with stuff like that is then somebody comes around and asks you a question.
Yeah?
And I'm in no position to answer any questions about TypeScript so far, other than how to do hello world.
Oh yeah, I can tell you how to compile. So I like the debugger. That's not the debugger, but the IntelliSense, because we don't have that in JavaScript, and that was like one of the things that was hard for me when I was building classes and stuff. And then like you do dot, and you want to know the property of your class. I didn't have that. That's how I did that typo previously. Remember, it was like high score with a uppercase H and lowercase h, because I didn't have IntelliSense. Otherwise, or compile. Otherwise, it would just have failed. Say, hey, that property doesn't exist. But in JavaScript, you can add property on the fly. So it didn't complain, but then like when it was trying to match, it didn't. So it just created another one, because the case was not the same.
All right.
Okay. Lots to learn.
Oh, thank you for the following. Vinny Die. Welcome aboard. That was cool. Where those which app came from?
Looks like a Halloween thing.
Yeah. I didn't do that. Where'd that come from? Is it new theme for Halloween? Maybe Twitch had the new emote? I don't know. My emote? Okay. It was just slow to load. Is there a new emote?
Hey, can you, I'm curious about something that I'm seeing on my end also, just to help me understand what's happening here. But if you look at the TypeScript file in VS Code, and notice how it's red.
Yeah.
If you click on that to open it back up, and it's hard to see because I'm in the way. But yeah, there's that little error squiggly below message with a, with little peak problem thing.
Yeah. It's like,
any idea what's going on here? What does that mean? To me, that means like there's something wrong.
yeah. And it says that cannot redeclare a block scope variable message. Oh, because it was also declared in the JavaScript.
So it's now because we have two files and they both use the same name. There's a conflict.
They are in, like Marcus Voice Programmer
Gotcha.
says, they are in the same area. It's
Gotcha,
strange.
okay.
So that's crazy because
That makes sense. Well, I mean,
well, it doesn't. Oh, I'm assuming
I
like
understand the
in a real
explanation.
program, you will have probably like source and then like an output folder, and that would create two area or zone. And now because they are like just at the same level in our structure, or like there is no
Same folder.
namespace, I don't know what you call that.
Okay. He says well, once you put it in a different folder, it goes away. So,
Okay.
Okay. It's it knows to look cross file and look for conflicts.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But the JavaScript still runs, so it doesn't like actually cause a problem.
Yeah. So now we could, when you select a method, you then get the parameters and blah 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 blah. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Like the IntelliSense will be fantastic to code, even more since we don't know everything. Not just for class properties. So like, you know, remember when we did our diagram? Where is it? In our diagram, like question, then you know you do question dot and we'll see text, category, image and all those things. So you don't need to remember what it is and like you risk to do a typo. You just do dot and then it's IntelliSense. Same thing for whatever tools that Nodes and TypeScript already have. Cool. So let's close that. We don't need that. Let's close that. I will keep that.
By the way,
open.
we should, assuming we're gonna have to put some of these things into our repo, right? At some point. Now
Sure.
we got some real code.
What?
Now that we were actually creating some code, like these are things that are going to end up, maybe not this file,
No,
but
not
pretty soon
that
we're gonna have
one.
stuff that's going to go into the repo, right?
Yeah, eventually we'll have like a better structure. Okay, so now, so far the tutorial I've been running on TypeScript compiler, default behavior to compile, of course. Yeah, okay, see, target and module. That's now what we want to do. So we want to have a TypeScript configuration, and that's how we will be able to say, you know what, compile, but a different folder.
Okay. And that will go in this same root folder, inside the TS demo folder at the root.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the best practices. So we'll create a new file. We'll call it this, and it's a JSON document. Boom. So compiler option, we have target, and now it's going in ES5, and the module is CommonJS. By default, TypeScript include all TS file in the current folder and subfolder files. Okay, change the output, so we need to add, that's cool. See, now you add.
Frank, could you share, oh, never mind, I think I found it. I'm trying to find this same tutorial page, but I found it.
Yeah, I shared it earlier.
Yeah, I got it.
I can share it now again if other people are joining.
Well, I
You know
lost it in my tabs and I might have closed it. But I'll
Let
back.
me do a thing. I could do this. And now I could do this. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's too big. We don't see it.
Yeah. Huh. There's no controls over that. Styling wise.
Probably. What I could do to make it much I thought, oh, you know what? I can do. Interesting. Oh, okay, so if I type it in the chat, where's the chat? It's here. I just did. So why it's not showing up?
The feature chat?
Yeah. I don't see all the messages.
Right, well,
Like the last message I see is from Marcus saying, I think they are called global area or something like that. But I don't see my... Oh, maybe I didn't send it? No, I
there's
sent
only
it.
one other one after that. That's your link.
Maybe because it's just a link, that's why it didn't show. It's possible. Let's try this.
So...
okay. It was probably because it was just a link, so I could do this now. And I could send it to the ticker. Though it's not moving.
Still gets cut off.
Yeah.
Smab UK is asking about the ES5 for the target in that compiler. If that's current. Actually, I don't know how old this article is.
No, like if you do mouse over, you can see now there's like 5, 6, 2015, 2017, suddenly, you know.
But we think ES5's the one to go with?
I would go for, like, since I'm following that tutorial, I will stay with it.
Yeah.
Later on,
Okay, so we're to the point where we need to add another line under CommonJS.
so now I was about to put the out directory for out.
You might want to switch your layout. Put the VS Code on the left and the browser on the right. So, because I'm covering up all of the code, all of that JSON. Jason WebDev wants to know if we want Internet Explorer 11 support.
No.
ES5 is really only needed for that. But I'm with you, at least for the purposes of just getting through the demo. Maybe we don't deviate from too much, and then we can...
Yeah, like right now we're learning, but it's... I
needs.
thank you a lot. I thought we had knock. Why it's not working? Sorry.
I'm gonna get some more coffee.
Okay. Sound section. By talk cloud clean hello save load start stop. Yeah, bad Bonjour. Oh, it's knock. Strange. Why it didn't work? Okay, it's just very, very subtle. Hello. Welcome aboard. It was just very, very, very low. So now we need to delete this thing here. Right? Cool. So now if I type again, so now Do I need to... One thing I want to know is if I need to type... Can I just type TSC? Oh, I didn't save my config file. Haha! Cool.
I got some catching up to do. So we're changing this to the out directory to out.
What? Yep.
Oh, IntelliSense. That'd make this process easier, and it starts guessing things for me. Okay.
I may receive on paper. I'm supposed to receive my new telephone today. My new phone,
Ooh.
my telephone. That was old. My new phone, my new mobile. Looking forward to it. My new device.
You said
Hey,
you went with,
hey Grandpa, you will receive your new telephone.
I hope it's not one of those fancy push button ones.
Beep 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 beep. Yeah, it was yesterday or today, but because of the carrier, I'm crossing my finger because I would really, really, really like to have it today. But honestly, I think it will be next week because of the carrier. He's never respecting his schedules. Did you run it?
Me?
Yep.
No, I didn't see that part. Did you actually run it?
Yep. And
I added
now
that
you can just now run TSC. You don't need to specify anything else. It's funny how the sound of the stream is not coming back to me.
Let me see. Yeah, I can hear it. Okay. Back up here. You said I can run just TSC, but I don't need to. What was it? I don't need to. I gotta still point towards the file, right?
No.
The TS file.
Apparently, it does everything.
Okay, and then run node again to see the output.
Well, like the output is the same. You could run it if you want, but you will need to specify the output though.
Well, I mean, it created the out directory, so clearly it worked.
Yep. But it's the same file. Now you could do node and then out/hello world, and then like you'll have your hello world message.
Okay. And no errors, or whatever that was, kind of a warning about the message being used in multiple places.
Nope, we don't have that anymore.
Right, exactly.
And now just error checking. TypeScript will help avoiding error, and that's what I like about it. For example, if you assign a number to a message, it won't work. So instead of having the hello word or whatever you used, you could go for 2, like they say. And now you will have that error message say, hey, the number, like it's type number, now like it's a number, but you're trying to put that in a string.
Right.
So you cannot, like if you want to put 2, it needs to be between quotes or single quotes, so it's a string.
And this is going to sound like a dumb question,
Nope,
but is
there's no dumb question.
A functionality feature of TypeScript or VS Code?
TypeScript.
Okay.
Well, like VS Code show you the error right now. TypeScript will crash if you try to compile. So like do it. Put 2 instead of quotes, and I'm assuming now if we try to compile, we'll have an error. Oh, I didn't save my file. Save the file. Do we have an error? We should have an error. Yes, it just... Yeah, so we see the error is coming back. Say the type number is not assignable, blah, blah, blah.
Right. Okay.
So just to prevent you to wait until you build, because maybe like you have like then like 20 of them, because right now like our program is stupid, it's 2-line. But when you have a real solution, so this just highlight you what you should do. And also, if I go back, if you look at the bottom here, like you could see right now, so even if you have multiple pages, that will sign you that, hey, there's something wrong somewhere.
Right. And that's the terminal, not the debug console, right? Inside VS Code.
That's the problem tab.
Oh, in the problems tab? Okay.
Yeah,
yep.
like you have a terminal, you have a problem, there's an output, and there's a debug console. There's a few tabs inside that terminal pop-up kind of thing. Cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, okay, so you can see, like it says, you can see them by doing the Control-Shift-M. I think that's what I was just showing you. Okay, cool. Quick fix. The TypeScript language service has powerful set of diagnostic to find common coding issues. For example, it can analyze your source code and detect unreachable code with our display as a dime in the editor. Oh, that's pretty cool. If you hover the line of source code, it will show and explain why. So unreachable code is when, like, let's say in a function, at the end of, like, sometime like you do things and you want to return, like you're maybe building an object or like changing some property or building a string, and you want to return that as a result. So most of the time you will use the keyword return to like take this and send it back. Who would my caller, right?
Yeah.
But if you put code after that, that will never be executed, and that's unreachable code. That's one example of unreachable code. So sometimes because we do loop or we do stuff or condition and things like that, there's unreachable code. Like in this example they show, like if false, like, you know, it's not even a variable, so of course it will always be false, so we will never go inside the if statement, so the message never happen will never happen. So they just say that TypeScript detect those things. It's pretty cool.
That is cool. Definitely going to be a huge... I would say, like, probably helps you find problems quicker.
Yep.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know why I don't see
CB in dormant mode.
it's running, so why it says it's not. Connection interrupt? Did it crash? Oh yeah, it crashed. Oh, because I switched version of Node.
Oh no.
Okay, so so now what I need to do is reload the come on. Okay, so let's stop it. Yes. Let's start it. npm crash, waiting for the file to change before whatever. Damn it.
We broke it in production.
Yep.
I forgot to check for dependencies. The ops people are going to be upset.
So what do I need to do? Do I need to compile?
You shut down the running app, the bot app node that was running.
Oh, I think what I need is to start a new instance. So
But
to
I mean,
refresh
even
the
though it
context
crashed,
of
did you
my
actually, like right there. Okay.
so I need to go back to this, and now do this. Now it should work. Nope. npm rebuild. I thought
Jason Web Dev that just gave us some good info that the TSC will still compile even if there's an error.
well, like it was displaying when I did try earlier, JSON Web Dev. It was showing me the error message. There's a flag. Let's explore the flag. I just want to fix the chatbot, however, before we continue.
Shows the error, but it still makes the JavaScript files without that flag. Got it. Okay.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, so if I don't look, like if it was a long script and I didn't see past the error, like I won't notice and I will push it. So yeah, we should definitely have a look to that. I will fix my chatbot and then we should do that. Thanks, that's a good advice, Jason Web Dev. Thank you. Okay, so and it was Sam Hugh cool. Both of you, thank you. So I need apparently to update some stuff. Reinstalling.
Do you think the bot will work on this updated version of Node?
Why not?
I don't know. It's never been tested.
Yeah, I agree.
Call me just a little pessimistic on those things, but
there's nothing fancy but apparently it doesn't like something. Yeah. The Node module version 64. This version of Node required 83. In Canva. What's the file it's package, I think?
I'm trying to think here. Would this make sense for us, Frank, to do not on your local machine or where not in the same environment that your bot exists? As far as playing around with TypeScript, like we talked about doing code spaces and
like I was thinking doing that or doing in
a container.
Yeah, I'll probably do that, I think. And even the chatbot could be in a container to avoid this kind of thing, where I could work on the chatbot without screwing the one live.
Yeah.
I just didn't think about that, so now I just need that's a problem. But
Yep.
I don't understand what's broken.
I would say.
So
can we
module
just maybe roll
CAG
back, put us
loader.
back on the original version of Node for you, and get the CloudBot back to the way it was, and then we can pick a
Yeah,
new
we
path
can
on-
still
on
continue
our,
to
like-
code. Yeah. At this point, I don't think we are exploring any fancy stuff.
And like Smab UK says, we could put the bot
That's
in a
why I
container.
bought running containers.
That could be the. I mean, we could switch gears and do that real quick, I guess. if
But it's
you
just
wanted to.
like no module version, but of Canva. But like I don't have Canva in my package, so I'm
There's no
assuming maybe
directory?
it's Toaster.
Canvas directory.
What?
You don't have a Canvas directory in that.
No, Canva. That was I don't like. My understanding is the node module. It's Canva. So Canva node was compiled against a different node.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking that Canvas node.
So it's a
requires some
sub dependency. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But which one? Where that come from? And I just did like a reinstall, and it didn't do anything.
package.
npm.
I think we need to change the version of Node we're using back to what this bot is known to work on.
That will be a easy fix. So let's do that. So we'll do npm nvm list again.
Jason WebDev wants to know if you did try npm rebuild.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say let's just go back to what we know worked for the bot. We don't want to screw that up. And then, because we're just playing around with the tutorial.
Though, was I in the npm rebuild? I'm in the CloudBot source directory. And it was complaining about Canva. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Do not say another word that start by she and finish end by it.
Did it finish?
Yeah, it finished. I'm just trying to see if I see the Canva module. Oh yeah, you suck. Oh, you know what? I could do this. Oh no. Is there a search? I don't have a search. Okay. So a quick way to do that would be to make a selection, dump that in a
I
file.
feel like I saw it like on like the second page. But...
So I'm running Canva here 261. How do you know the can you npm list the available Canva kind of npm list Canva?
What do you remember what that error message said? Did it?
Oh, it's in like, okay, so it's coming from text to a PNG. So that's the thing. Okay, now how can I know the list, like the highest version of it? So npm, if I do
the latest version that's out available right now.
I'm just checking Because right now if I search text to PNG, that's 230. That's what I have.
What does that do? What's that? Oh, convert
That's
text, just like it says, I guess.
Write the text, generate on the fly.
But it's actually a
text.
PNG is the output.
Yeah, and that's how CB is writing in cloud.
Okay. Does it say anything on this page about what version it requires?
Well, like we see here, like there's a dependency. So that one is the last version, but Canva 261 may not be the. So now if I search Canva here, the last version is this, but I'm assuming I need an older version.
6.1. Can you have multiple versions of Canvas installed, do you think? Just like we did with...
Yeah, but I don't know which version it was before. Node Canva.
But what did the error message say when you just didn't it tell you what version it required?
It was Node module version 64.
It's not very helpful.
Like I'm assuming it is when you know, right?
Yeah, I guess. Smab UK gave the suggestion of timestamping. What we're doing
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
thanks. Okay, so let's roll back. So nvm alternatively, you can remove your node module and run npm install again. Should re-download the binary.
If you're very, very careful when typing rm-rf.
RM is for remove.
It's remove, but it's remove and then also remove all files within that directory. So like the worst thing you could possibly do right now would be rm-rf and then a typo.
Oh, or you just you go
like your root directory or something.
Or you
everything goes away.
Yeah, you go here and just delete like that.
Yeah. That'd be a safer way. or even just from an explorer. But yeah. Just get rid of them.
No, I could do
from the
npm.
command line rm-rf.
So now I could do just a npm install, and it will take forever.
What do you think we should do with this bot? Should we containerize it, or do you want to move our tutorial to a different environment?
If it doesn't work, we'll go back to the previous version, and offline I will do something with the bot. So now let's npm. I could just do npm build. Apparently I need to do rebuild. What? It says something at the beginning about Canva. Warn, using needle for node already installed. What's a needle? It's a thing you use for souring? Is it how you spell needle?
I'm not sure what that's referring to. I'm gonna look it up.
So it says that Canva node is already installed. Pass update binary. I could do that, or build from source to recompile. So I could do then this and like that. Okay, so now if I do a npm start, cool. So now if I do yeah, okay. So now I need to reload our stuff, and I think it was 0.
Reload which stuff?
I need to reload, I think it was that one here. No, 9. Our session.
Oh, right.
So I have no clue which one it was.
Aren't they in numerical order? Wouldn't it be the...
No, it's random.
Oh, the number assigned is random?
Yeah. I can...
You could look in Explorer and see what the timestamp is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do.
Or Terminal.
So, 54, look.
There we go.
And now let's go with you in the top right corner. Okay, so now the problem is it's the second time. Last time also it did crash. Last Friday.
Did it?
Yep.
It did?
Like our something was bad and I didn't see the pop-up, and that's why I couldn't raid.
Oh.
And the file was
you,
shorter. Like I was missing the end of my file also. What I want to do was property. I want to refresh that version, and now like so 51 right now is the last one.
What's today's date? The 30th? Right.
They are all empty.
Uh-oh. And all created today? looks like it, right?
So like 75 is empty. Like, so 46 is not empty, but last update was 14. 42 empty. There's something wrong with my backup. Apparently the backup is not working as I'm expecting.
Well, there's last week and the week before, but there's nothing for this week yet.
So session 0,
No,
that one looked good.
That's today. Yeah, that's today. Yeah, also Smab UK points out, remember we changed high score?
Yeah.
We changed like the code.
Yeah, that's, well, like I changed the file, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay.
Oh. But okay, never mind.
So now I need to do is how do I load? And I realize I didn't put my nope, that's not what I want to see on it. How do I load? How do I specify the thing? That's my emergency stuff. Instead of starting now, I want to reload.
Mm-hmm.
So it just load any previous score, notes, or anything. So load from file. So I think it will, if I load from file, that's the one.
How does it know which file?
That's what I'm thinking. I think I need to rename some file. Load from file. Stream session.
Smab UK says we need some docs and process sheets.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Okay.
Documentation's a lot of work.
Deleting this. And now I will rename this one for stream session. And now I could do load. I will have here running. Okay, and now I will put the tools just to see what's happening, and I will do a load. So in the load, what we have, see the ID is 0, so maybe the ID is not working also. So note, we had 2 note. Okay, cool. Do we had the I hope that was working when we had the, otherwise I will know when I check the video. The new follower.
Mm-hmm.
New followers, they look empty. Damn it. I forgot the name. It was 1 or 2. It was 2 new follower today. So I will know when I check the video when I will add them.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam UK, where are you? You're here. So your high score today was 79. Does it sound right? And apparently it's your best high score that the CV remembers. Mr. Iros, I don't know if you're still there. Yes, you just show up.
Well, I can tell you, I'm
you're 0 on 0. You didn't land?
One.
And are you there?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't see JN TV yet.
You see Jason 24 is there.
Well, yeah, but that was a few weeks ago.
Okay, so maybe the backup was not perfect. So we'll need to review that too. eventually. So many things to do.
Add it to the add it to the list.
Yeah, I just pile it. So now, yeah, okay. So what were you doing? We were... I have no clue what we were doing. So that's my chatbot.
Yak shaving.
Yay!
I really like that anim.
Looks good.
Okay, quick fix. Oh yeah, okay, so dead code. Oh, debugging. That would be cool too. Can we debug? Built-in support TypeScript debugging?
Can we do anything right now? Because we just rolled back all the node stuff, didn't you?
No.
Or no? Oh, okay. It's actually working on the right.
I fixed it.
Yeah. Okay.
So my chatbot now is running in the good version.
Excellent.
It was the recompile, like I pass a parameter. Let me show you again. If I scroll. Where is it?
Was it just when you ran npm rebuild?
Well, I had.
Oh, I didn't.
I specify. Yeah, update binaries. So I rebuild and say update binaries.
Gotcha. Okay. I didn't see paste that in and run it. I did see it over in the doc.
Well, it was specifying in the error message. So,
yep.
You know, when usually like even the first glimpse, first look, we think error message are not very useful. A lot of time they are. You just need to.
I was about to say, like, they'll at least give you the first thing you should try.
Yeah. And
okay, so we're back in business here.
Yeah. So do you remember the what's DevWeb and SamUK were talking about the parameter inside their things that break?
Yeah, inside the config file.
Yeah. What was it? Do you remember?
Let me look back in the chat. I don't remember exactly.
Like, no, the chat has been. Oh, maybe not for you, but for me, the chat has been. Like, I lost my chat.
Still available to me. Yeah. So there's a flag for compiler options. Add no emit on error true.
But if I do that,
yeah, Jason Webb dropped it back in too.
So if I do that, I keep the error here, so we'll put 2. And now let's reopen the terminal, and now I do my...
TSC?
Yes, thank you. TSC, I was like, it's 3 letters. It starts by a T, what it is.
TSC, okay, now we got a new file.
Did it compile? Let's say I'm deleting my JavaScript file.
Yeah, let me get rid of these.
The goal is it shouldn't. Okay, so it's now it's not creating the JavaScript output if there's error. We definitely want that. Since we're a beginner, there's good chance we miss.
Okay.
So you just put no emit on error equal true, and then when you will be compiling, no file. So I just delete my JavaScript file here, so output folder is empty, and when I run the command, like, I see the error and the JavaScript file has not been generated. So now if I fix and run the command again, now the JavaScript file has been generated. Cool. Thank you. That's cool. So now debugging. Source map true. if I mouse over, generate a corresponding map file. Do not emit output. Well, that's pretty cool, Jason. When you mouse over the property in your config file, you have a description of what it does.
Like the source map generates corresponding .map file.
Yeah, but like if you mouse over now, no emit on error. It say like do not emit outputs if any type check error were reported.
Yeah.
So worst case when you don't know, like you could try them and like mouse over, and it will help. So a source map, I'm like I have no clue what a source map is, but it's a file that do something. So now if I that's a raid. We've just been raiding.
Hey.
That's cool.
Bonjour. Hi.
Chatterbox Coder. Thanks for joining.
We'll just wait a few seconds. Sometime when you raid, you see a very nice ad. So I don't know what they are watching.
Gotcha.
These days, for me, what it is, it's a show. I forgot the name of that show. It used to be The Boys, but now it's something else. No ads for me, TBD. Well, but TBD. You're Twitch Turbo. Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, no Hattie here. Oh, excellent. Welcome on the stream. I'm Frank Boucher, and I'm joined today with Jason N. So, floating in the cloud here, because he's genius. We're having fun. We're learning TypeScript. So, both of us, it's our first 2 lines of code. Learning TypeScript. We're building a trivia game, and we decided to go with TypeScript. So we kind of paused the trivia game so we could have some notion of TypeScript. So today it's during that pause. So feel free to join. It's a safe space. There's plenty of fun options. There's a CB that is watching. So CB is my chatbot that we named CB because he is.
And hello, TBD Gamer. Good to see you. Things are great. It's early, as usual. But
yeah,
having fun.
TBD is he's a late streamer. I don't know how he does. Like he's always there.
Lives in Twitch.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday just before going to the bed, and he was streaming. So what? Chatterbox Coder. What was your stream? What were you doing over there? Yeah, see? Long day, TBD. It was like 7... Oh, no, like, okay, your stream was 7:30 to 11. That's still a good stream, but, like, you're watching other streamer before that. That's what I mean. We build a phone line into Twitch. Viewer could phone in. That's pretty cool. I want that. That's pretty cool.
Very cool. Yeah, Twilio is great for stuff like that.
Oh, I never really play with Twilio.
It's
I know what it is, but
yeah, it's been a few years for me. I remember building something that was like kind of SMS based, kind of game, like conversation bot, basically to answer questions. It was really
I think I explored with SMS long time ago.
Yeah, we were using it for some event we were putting on. We made a little game, and like you'd have to text in to get the code, and then it was kind of fun. Twilio is pretty neat little service.
Does it count as sponsor when you're a Twilio employee? Well, I'm a Microsoft employee. So is Jason. So we play with tech.
I think there is now a SMS service in Azure, but I haven't played around with it.
Yeah, there's a line stuff right now.
I want to say it's new.
I feel like it's
as
new.
of Ignite is when I is when I started hearing about it.
I had a client last year. He wanted to create a chatbot, but needed people to call with a phone, any phone, and then be able to like do 1, 2, like just like options.
Right.
Because you couldn't let a computer or anything fancy to the users, so it was like use your phone and just call that number, and like you will have like enter like a identifier or something like that, and then after that answer a few questions by like pressing 1, 2, 3, and he was looking for a chatbot or be able to talk, but like it was not possible yet. The bridge between the chatbot in Azure and the phone line that didn't exist.
I got you.
Like you needed Skype.
Yeah, you can definitely do a lot of that stuff in Twilio. You can make it pretty easy to have the menu options of things that you want to happen after each, press 2 to make something happen type of thing.
Okay, so now I am assuming we will recompile. So we are, like I said, we're just exploring TypeScript. So feel free to give us any advice you want. We might or might not listen to it. That's not true. We'll listen to all of them, but we're learning.
So far, everybody in chat's been helping us along. Like
but that's the beauty of that's the beauty of the Cloudies. They are awesome. So I did had in my config file the source map equal true, and now I'm ready to compile with the TSC. So now I compile. I don't see any new file, so maybe I did something wrong. I didn't save my config file.
Map file.
Yeah, I didn't save my configuration file. That's why. So now I see. I'm curious to see what it is. Version 3 file.
So is this JSON, basically? Just all one line, though?
Yeah. I don't know what's
not exactly, but okay.
I look like JSON.
Similar, but yeah, okay.
I'm not sponsor or employee by anyone. I can sponsor you if you want, some UK. With applause and smile and kitty picture. A puppy. I have no kitty, I have puppy. Puppy picture. It's not a puppy, but it looks like a puppy because it's a tiny, tiny little dog. Okay, so now that we have it, you need to put a breakpoint, Mr. Jason.
In the TS file?
I would assume yes, because this is where you have, where is it? This is where you have structure, so at least that's where I put mine. Let's look the example. The example was in the TypeScript file, yes. Yes. So now if you press F5, select the environment. I didn't read. Press F5. You will be debugger. You need to select node. Okay. Node.js. So it's existing TypeScript -pd. Oh, and now I'm stopping. That's pretty cool. And I see the value of message. Wonderful. I need to redo the cloud bot. That will be so much simple. Oh my god. Wonderful. Did you have that?
I don't know that I'm seeing the same thing. I'm in debug. Yeah, I guess I am. Okay. I just have to run it again. Yeah.
You're not impressed?
I don't think I know enough to be impressed.
Okay, so I
know you're impressed, so I probably should be.
I'm like, it's a debugger.
Marcus says we have one problem, though.
I'll look at it after. But when you are on that line. So when the line like here, the line is yellow, like you're stopped at that breakpoint. So now you are, as the program is executing, and now if you mouse over a message or even on the side, you will see the value of message. So when like you have complex, like, you know, calling a function, loopings and stuff and blah 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 blah, at some point you get at a point where, like, you know, a bug is because the program is executing exactly what you said, not what you thought. So like, be able to debug, it's to align yourself with that version. And now, like, you say, you know, shit, it's true. Like, I have this if statement here, and like I changed the value if I follow it in that if statement. So now you could just, you know, have a look. So you could put like that. Otherwise, in JavaScript, the way to do it is to console log and leave a trace, and then like you read all those messages, and like it's super long.
Right, okay. So I'm curious though what Marcus thinks we have a problem with.
I have a problem though. Oh yeah, but it doesn't know cloudies. That's my spell book. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
And I spell it right. At least that's how I spell cloudies. Bonjour. Hi. Hey, John Galloway with an A. How are you? I was very close the other day to say hi, John Galloway with a ho, but he wouldn't understand. Or maybe it would. My camera is frozen. Thank you, sir. She'll be back in a few seconds, and voila. And voila. Okay. How far are we in that demo? So now we have... I don't see the scroll bar. Or maybe because I... Okay, so that's pretty cool. I think we were at the end.
We just did the debugging, and yeah, we're pretty much there.
So now we are pro.
So we can check off the to-do. Oh, you already did. No, that was because the bot went away.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I crashed. Well, I can... You know what? Let's add it back. Say it a little bit. But just so, like, you know, the show notes are working accordingly. So
we are,
to-do.
Marcus, certified TypeScripters. But like I said, I'm not going to update my LinkedIn profile because then I'll get exposed on the very first question.
I won't do it because I will have a bunch of headhunter that will reach out to me and ask me questions. And I'm not interested. TypeScriptling.org docs. Oh no, but it was there.
Is this a good resource? Okay.
The to-do were reloaded. So now we have two of them.
It did, huh? Thanks for that link, Smab UK. Looks handy for sure.
What is it? Oh, yeah. Let's put that in the notes. And let's do a timestamp again, but the timestamp will be all not good because of the show is split in twice.
Mm-hmm. Is it timestamp relevant or relative to the stream time, or is it timestamp like actual time?
No, the way I do it, it's relative to the beginning.
Of the stream.
Yeah, when
not
I do
of, like actual time.
So if I do, let's say, if I do save right now, it will save the file. So now if I go in my chatbot, I will bring it back to, come on, move to desktop 1. So now if I look, it should have created a file, but I have no clue where it is. I think it will be. That's strange. Okay, if I delete all those, they are empty anyway. And I do again save. Oh no, it's stop, I think. Yeah, if I do stop. Okay. So now it's creating a file. When I do save, it did create a session. So in the session, like, I have my notes. Okay, so that's our session. Stream session 0.
But the last update entry there, it shows the date and time, right? It's not just.
So that's when I started the show. When I did the start, remember, like at the beginning of the show, I do start the start command. It create a file, assign an ID, and put that date time here. So then, like, that's all the players. I have Chatterbox as raters. I have the time logs. So in the time logs, I have
right there we go.
Just the time.
Yeah, from 0 to whatever. Right. It's just relative to the show.
And that's calculated because there's no. So I have a function that compare the two dates and find the difference.
I see.
Because my problem was, like, if I trip it or whatever, like, it didn't work. So, but now those information won't work. And when I look, that's how it looks like.
Yeah, looks great. Okay. Sorry for all the questions. Just
it's like it's totally fine. I'm happy to share. That's why.
Because I would love to get a bot in place too. I think all around Azure could make use of something like this for different reasons, and it'd be fun.
Yeah, if we are using
Twitch.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah. That's cool. Documentation, TypeScript. I would like to. One thing we can do. How much time do we have? Like 15 minutes. In our example, I would like to. What if we have a folder, let's say data, and inside that one I have a file called question.ts, and here it's a class. How do you create a class? Class question, assuming like this.
Why did that come to your mind as the first thing to do?
I'm creating an object.
But I know, but like what? I'm trying to understand like how you knew. I mean, coming from a non-developer from JavaScript.
Oh, it's common.
Why? Is that just like what we should get used to? Is starting off our files with a class?
Oh no. Okay.
Or is this something that's unique?
So I'm trying to define a class. I'm trying to define question. the object question. So in
'Cause
some
you're gonna-
language it will be object
gonna-
or like other, but I know in JavaScript it should be class. In C# it's also class. So that's how you define an object, and then you can create instances of that thing.
And you're just trying to create a question, like a boilerplate question.
Yeah,
within
like I
class.
want to define a question. I will put like 2, 3 property just for fun, and then I will try to create an instance of that, put some value in it, and then like display it. That's my point, just to see like
Got it.
if my understanding is okay. And at the same time, I did it in a folder because we won't have all the files in one folder. We'll have a structure. I have no clue what's the best practice in terms of like architecture, like, you know, folder structure. We'll need to probably to read a little bit, just to, you know, kind of absorb some kind of basics.
I'm with you now. I just wanted to make sure I understood why you were making that decision.
Yeah, and here now, how do I define a class? Should I just do something like this? Do I need to say let? Can I just do this? I would say ID was a number. And what else did we have? Value. Okay, value. Let's put question type for now. And we'll put a string for now.
Smab UK says, or we could, you know, just read the docs. If we want to learn about classes.
So class, greeting, string. Let's see, like I was doing it exactly okay, though I didn't have any constructor, but constructor is good.
And we don't need let. Oh, well, no, that's down there.
No.
At the very bottom.
Yep. That's when you create an instance and specify that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
part of the class.
Okay, so now what I want to do in my hello word is I want to create an instance. So let's say Q1 is a type of a question. So see now in the IntelliSense I have this, and I'm assuming here that little logo, it's because it's a class. So I could just like say I want to, it's a question, right? And I didn't create any constructor, so I could do like in the sample in the documentation and specify the properties, and it was on purpose. So I create a new like that. I need the new. Do I need a constructor? Huh. Okay, so here it's a definition. Oh, that's why it's cool. So the dots, the column is a definition, and the equal is when you create a new instance. Okay. So Q1, it's a new question, and now I could do. I'm expecting to have the property when I will do dot. I should see the ID, the text, and the question type.
Is it an equal sign or a colon? I thought I saw colon in the.
Yeah, that's
an equal.
Like that's when you declare a type, a structure. So you say, oh, this variable is blah blah blah. But now I'm assigning. That's why I say, you know what? It's an equal. I could have done. If I say, okay. If I could do let Q2, and then I will do something like this. Because now I'm just defining, it's a definition. I'm saying, hey, Q2 is of type questions. So later on my text, I will do Q2 equal new question. I just want it to be declared and typed.
Yeah.
Typed. But here I'm doing kind of both at the same time, because I know I need it as a new instance. So that's why I'm doing the equal. But sometime you will need to define your variables. So now what
Gotcha.
I can do is Q1, and then I will do ID, and I would say that's equal to 1, and Q1 dot text equal to should be an easy question. So Q1 dot question type is, I don't know, open. Yeah, equal. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Question type open. What's that mean by open?
I
Type?
put text. Like, it's a question type. It's an open question.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they can type anything. Open field.
Yeah, that's text. Eventually, what we want to do is create a class or an enum question type, and that's why I put it there, to see like how they manage enum or options. So now there will be like strong type value possible. Like, you could type anything you want. Like, nope. Like right now we did like a true, false, or options. Like that. Those are the type of question that exist.
Gotcha. Okay.
So now I'm curious to see if I just do console log Q1, what it will show. Yeah, I hope that enum exists, Sam UK. I'm kind of, you know. If it doesn't, well, I think we will go and do the project in C#. No. Right now I'm very happy with.
No.
It's not happening. Okay, so I wish I could just. Can I just F5? If I F5, will it build before? Yeah. Okay, so now if I do terminal, and I could go and do node question hello, I'm assuming. So output hello. Question is not defined.
I feel like it may have just happened real quickly, but did it actually compile? When you ran the debug?
I feel like it did, because it generated the file. Oh, I'm assuming we need to refer it. We need to have some kind of import or something like that.
Well, now that there's more than one TS file.
I'm surprised VS Code isn't yelling at you. You have an import question. See, I'm happy I just mentioned it before you type it, Jason. Maybe I hear you type through the phone that was creating in the other stream. Okay, so how do I import? I'm assuming it's just import. And now I import question. I don't know.
But wasn't there a little thing that popped up and said question? Yeah.
Or we
you have to specify the
or we
file
can
name,
read
or
the
does it know? Yeah. Or check the docs.
Yeah.
Is it question or questions though?
Question. Oh, questions. You're
Jason
right.
says also, have you exported it from the question.ts? That's also necessary.
No. What?
Well, so your TS file is just named questions.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I need
but everything else we say question.
Yeah. Okay.
So
there it is.
Same for the JavaScript file that got created in data.
Yeah, but that will be deleted.
True. But also, did you see Jason WebDev's comment on have you exported it from question?
I don't know what he's talking about, so my assumption is I didn't, and that's why I'm passing through the docs, try to see that export thing. And I remember when I was doing it, my other thing, people were like saying that to me. Oh, you need to export, import. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. Export default class question in question TS, then in hello world, do import question from. So in the questions.ts file, we have to export default class question.
But where do I put that?
In the, I think it's in the questions.ts file.
Yeah, but
we have to. Oh, you mean like where in that file?
Yeah.
To export the default class?
Yeah, is it like at the end I do export?
Did export come up when you searched in the docs file?
Export is a known keyword. That was a given. I kind of knew that.
Mm-hmm.
But
is it export default class? Is it that simple? Is that the syntax?
But do you put it at the top, at the bottom? Like,
oh, yeah, that part I.
And here, that's what it was missing. I'm assuming because I'm in Windows, it wants the other path. Oh, I need to double them? No. Damn it. You can do it at the end as export default question or at line 1. Oh. Something like that. There you go. Okay.
Alright, that makes sense. So what's the question TS file look like now?
I will show you in 1 second. So the TS question, like I just did, export default class blah blah blah.
Gotcha. First line.
Yeah, like as you declare the class, I just say export default. I'm assuming there's other type of export you could do.
Gotta wait for the clouds to part to see the code. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense.
And I'm just going in the output to see what was created. Okay, so blah blah blah, create a function. Whoa, okay. And now let's try to run it. Ha! It works. It can manage to spell out an object. That's pretty cool.
I think that makes us senior TypeScript developers now.
Maybe intermediate? You know.
That's cool though. Alright, that's cool. This is clicking.
There's a default export and a name export. You could also just do export class name instead of import default. They would have changed the import question. Okay.
Well, I just noticed the time. We're a little over. I've got more time, but I probably want to...
I have a lot of stuff to do today. So, you know what? Let's... don't leave, please, Cloudies. I will do a stop of this. So now everything is saved. Let's check the scores of today. A lot of zeros because we lost all our data. Did anybody
Rigged.
land after?
I don't even... I know I didn't. I don't know if I remember anybody.
And now let's go live coders. Or any suggestions for a raid, let me know and we'll have a look. No Pogo. I definitely like the name. What's No Pogo TV is doing? Jessica. Jessica is having guests, so it's maybe a little bit harder. That's an ad. Oh, it's playing. No. Oh, Microsoft developers. Oh, it's Identity Show. Okay, cool. So we'll go see them. Like I'm doing I will do more stuff with them. So yeah. So it's Christos and I forgot his real name. Okay, let's go that. Let's go raid them. Let's learn more about them. Cool. So let's put that. Do this. Put the credits. So thank you all, Cloudies, for today's time. Thank you for you, Jason, joining me, learning.
Yeah, this is awesome.
TypeScript. I think I'm happy with today. We learn a lot. I think I feel like I really want to do more now. TypeScript. It's not just like it could be fun. Like I really want to do it.
Totally.
So have a good weekend, everybody. Let's jump on Microsoft channel and send them some love. Say you're coming from Frank. It will be fun. See ya. Bye.
See y'all.
I'm pressing the button. It doesn't do anything.